What is good, everyone? This is John, your boy, here with Courageously Encouraged, back with another video. As you can see from the name of this video, it's called A Grace That Changed Everything. And when I say grace, I'm talking about the grace of God that changed my whole entire life, that just radically changed me. So I'm going to have some comments at the end of this video to try to keep this video short. But I'm going to stick to the main video's purpose. You can see those comments after the end of the video. But okay, let's just jump right in. Basically, this is going to be a story of how I got saved, how I truly began to know God. I began to truly pursue Him and see His works in my life. So we start when I was born. I was a little baby. I got baptized and I did my first Holy Communion. I was raised in a Catholic church. My whole dad's side of the family was Catholic, and so they were all raised Catholic. And when my mom and dad got divorced, basically she started taking me to this different church. It was a vineyard church, like non-denominational or something. But they preached the Bible and they loved Jesus, so that's all that matters. So basically when I was around 14, I got baptized there and decided to make Jesus my Savior. I'd gone to some summer camps and stuff like that and just really had an experience of God. But, you know, I was still bound by so much anger and hurt and pain, you know, and unforgiveness and pornography and lust and disrespect. Like, I was so angry back then that, like, if you said something wrong to me, like, I would hit you. Like, it didn't matter if it was in class. It didn't matter where we were. You know, I would hit you. I would fight you. I would cuss teachers out. I would get suspended. I would get sent out of class. Like, it was a mess. So even though I had really kind of, you know, said Jesus be my Savior, I probably didn't make Him my Lord yet then. So fast forward, you know, into high school, basically realized I ain't that tall. I'm only 6'1". So this NBA thing wasn't going to happen. I wasn't that athletic. I could dunk, but it wasn't like I was throwing down on people, you know, coming down from the sky. So basically put all my eggs into, you know, academics and just started getting really good grades, started getting straight A's. Wasn't even really trying that hard. Got into Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University. Still bound by all these things, dragging that baggage right on into university life. Looking at pornography almost every day, you know, just cussing people out almost every day. Was just a mean person. So I go to Embry-Riddle. I'm still going to church there. I meet Jade, who's my current girlfriend. She was super cute. She was super fun, super smart, super awesome. She kind of thought some of those things about me, but I was super immature and I was just a mess. And like, so she didn't want to date me. I was like trying to date her and she didn't want to date me. And I was like, you like me, but you don't want to date me? So that really made me like really weird. And then I was like failing all my classes. Like I was getting terrible grades. I had to audit my physics class so that I would at least even pass that semester and get just get off of the old transcript there. So heading into winter break, things were really on the decline. I was really scared because my whole goal was to get out of my hometown, get out of my situation, just make something of myself, maybe work at NASA, maybe I don't know, be an astronaut or something like that. But I had these big dreams and they were all about to just fall out. And so I go home that winter break and I go to Common Ground and I'm at church and I'm basically really just thinking about my life and really just saying, God, like, I'm just making a mess of everything. I'm just really squandering these opportunities to finish that semester with a 2.4. So it was really bad. So basically rededicated my life to Christ then that winter break, came back to Embry-Riddle. Even Jade started to notice a difference in me, like to the point where we literally started dating because she was like, you're different. And I was like, oh, you know, just God was like humbling me. He was like making me more mature, making me more focused. And I still didn't do that great that semester in school. So I finished that whole entire year with a 2.51. And it was literally like 0.01. And I would have been out of the AE program. And I don't even know what I would have done then. So I go home that summer. It was pretty dark going back to Fort Pierce. Just thinking about how bad I did. You know, my whole identity was always wrapped up in how good at school I was. I was the smart guy. Everybody thought I was like so smart. And just for me to do that bad, I was just like, man, Lord, like what is going on? And throughout that whole time, Psalms 23 was something that really, really encouraged me and helped me get through that time. And I'm going to read it. I'm going to say it to you because I read it so many times. It just really stuck in my brain. It's, the Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. He maketh me lie down in the green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restores my soul. He leadeth me on paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou hast prepared a table in the presence of my enemies. You have anointed my head with oil. My cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. It's like one of my all-time favorite verses. Really got me through a dark time there. And so as I was looking forward to the sophomore year, I grew up real poor. Like talking about Kool-Aid and TV dinners, like soup kitchens sometimes, hand-me-downs. We were poor. We were po. And basically, so that summer, I applied for another loan for the sophomore year, had someone co-sign it, and literally it just fell through like 2 weeks before the deadline, before the money was due. And I was shook. I went to God and I was like, Lord, like, what's going on? I started like praying, and basically I will never forget the day that I went to youth group. It was like 2 weeks before the money was due, like before the semester was going to start. And I basically went there and nobody really knew because it was dark in the back. And I was sobbing. I was just crying out to God. And I was just like, Lord, whatever you want from my life, if you want me to stay in my hometown. I already started texting people, hey, can you help me get a job, blah, blah, blah. Started about thinking about going to like the state college back home. I was like, Lord, whatever you want. But God, I will not give you anything less than my all. If you want me to raise my hands, I'm going to raise my hands. If you want me to pray with people, I'm going to pray. If you want me to read my word every day, I'm going to read my word every day. And so I really, like, at that point, like, not only was I saved, but I was saying, Lord, be my Lord. Just God. I get so distracted, y'all. So basically left that so healed, so focused, so determined. And somehow, some way, like I said, I was in this state of mind where, like, Lord, whatever you're going to do, if it's Riddle, if it's back home, whatever it is, I want it. I want your will for my life. And somebody, like the day the money was due, showed up and made the down payment. And I was able to go back to Embry-Riddle. I got a 4.0 the first semester and a 3.8 the second semester. So God really showed up. And, things have been different ever since. The struggles with pornography are gone. The anger has gone. All these things, God has just healed me of so many things, helped me forgive so many people, helped me to let go of so many things that were hurting me. So, okay, this is my third time recording this. This is the shortest. This is as short as it's going to get, guys. I hope this encourages you. I hope you know that God is with you. And no matter what you're going through, he was always there for you. It doesn't matter if you were drinking or looking at porn or having sex with people or doing all these things and running from God. His word says that he is married to the backslider, that he was a husband unto us, and that it doesn't matter what we do. He's always just waiting. He's just sitting there waiting for us to turn to him, because he is the way. He is the one that's going to heal your heart, clean you up, fix you of all these things, and set you on the right path, your purpose. So I hope that you're feeling real courageous after this video. You're feeling really encouraged. You're courageously encouraged.